Hey guys, I wanted to come on here really quickly and chat with you about something that's been going on in our schools and your kids have probably been coming home talking about. And that is the latest TikTok challenge. And it is the one where schools are actually being vandalized. This is a really, really important subject for so many reasons. We had the crate challenge recently. I didn't address that. I'll leave that for another day because we do seem to have moved on a little bit to this TikTok challenge, if you will. If you haven't heard about it, if your kids haven't come home and told you about it, or you haven't heard them talking about it, it is essentially where kids are going into school bathrooms and vandalizing them by either removing sinks, removing toilets, removing soap dispensers, going into technology rooms and removing technology equipment, stealing COVID tests, like anything that it can range from something super small to really, really big high ticket items that cost a lot of money, not only to replace, but to fix, to put them back where they're supposed to be. It is, well, I was going to show you some statistics, but I think we had something like 100,000 videos like this that were posted by Monday, and 175 million views of those videos. So kids are truly taking videos of themselves or of one another when they go in and do this. Sometimes the vandalism is actually staged. So they act like they're stealing it, they take the video to be able to post it, and then they put back whatever they were gonna do. Sometimes they're actually stealing or truly vandalizing the room or bathroom or whatever it is. Here is why this is so important other than the obvious. Oh, and it's a hashtag of vicious licks, I think was the hashtag that it was. Let me preface this with TikTok did come out this week with a statement that's saying they were removing all of the videos that were attached to the hashtag, and they are encouraging their TikTok users to be kind to their teachers and to be responsible not only what they're posting online, but in real life. So they did do that. But as we know, kids are really smart, and if they want to continue to do this, they will just have another hashtag created and continue to post videos. Couple of things here. One is the clout that you get from quote unquote going viral really does sort of misfire, if you will, in our children's brains and our teenagers' brains, meaning the little bit of trouble they feel like they can get into, which is maybe suspension, in-school suspension, out-of-school suspension, versus the clout and the viral nature of what they're doing. That's more important, meaning if you get 20,000 views, if you get 30,000 views, you get 100,000 views of your video, to them, that's okay if I have a little bit of in-school suspension. That's okay if I get into a little bit of trouble. This is where things are misfiring when it comes to social media and making really good decisions. So that's the immediate issue. The long-term issue that our children aren't listening to or understanding is, let's just say, for instance, you have a really academically inclined student and they have done really well for 4 years, a great GPA, they've done all these amazing things and all this hard work, and they want to get into college and they do something like this, and then a college vets them and sees that they are stealing from a school and they will not let them enter. Or maybe they're going to get a sports scholarship or a band scholarship or just an academic scholarship, whatever that looks like for school, and they've worked so hard all this time, and they do something like this and they vandalize the school, and it's living forever online because they are posting it. That could hurt their chances to get into college. It could also hurt their chances for work. So if you have students that are in high school that are getting ready to enter the workforce, maybe college is not what they are wanting to do, they want to go straight into work. When those recruiters vet them and pull it up and they see that video, what are the odds they're going to be hired if they are seen vandalizing things? We don't know. What they do need to understand is that lives forever online. You can't take it back, you can't take it down. If it goes viral and you've got 20, 30,000, 40,000 people looking at it and sharing it, you will never, ever, ever get that video back. And we know as parents the seriousness of those long-term consequences, but we need to be able to share those consequences with our children. We also need to be able to have the conversation with them about who they are hanging out with. Meaning, if your friends are in the bathroom and they are vandalizing the bathroom, or let's just say one friend is vandalizing the bathroom, but you're with your group of friends and you're watching it happen, you can be guilty by association and get into trouble because you're in there when they're doing this. So we want to make sure that we talk to our children about making good decisions when it comes to being around this type of behavior. How can we circumvent all this? How can we get through to them when it feels like they do not listen? Do your random device checks, please. Take your child's phone, look at their video that's on their phone, take a look at their TikTok, take a look at their history on their phone, take a look at their computer, their devices. Have a working knowledge of their devices. If they have a device, typically it's going to be their phone that they're using the most. Have a working knowledge of how to be able to find things. Number 2, have a working knowledge of their social media, meaning know how to log onto their TikTok, know how to look at their information, know how to look at their videos. And when you see things that are disturbing, you see that your child may have gotten in trouble, this is the opportunity for open conversation. This is a time to be able to discuss with them what I was just talking about long-term consequences. Also, another incredibly important point. If you happen to see other kids doing these things that you know are friends with your child, maybe you know these kids' parents, possibly. It's not an opportunity for us to be spying and, oh my gosh, I see all this stuff. Let me go call all these parents. Let me go talk to these kids that are gonna get in trouble. What we wanna do is that is an opportunity actually for us to be able to talk to our kids about why those are poor decisions. Not about how we can go chat with someone else about what their kids are doing, but what those decisions look like for those kids and some of the consequences that could happen. So it's an opportunity for us to be able to educate our own children. Because if they see other kids doing it, sometimes they're gonna wanna do it themselves. So just pay attention to what they're talking about, just kind of listen as they're having conversation. Take those micro moments. I talk about micro moments a lot to be able to sort of inject about, hey, is that a good idea? Why are we doing this? Why is that not a good idea? And then also make sure you are doing those random device checks. If you need help, I am here. If you need help trying to figure out your kid's phone, their computer, if you do not understand their social media, and I'm specifically talking about TikTok today, reach out to me, call me, email me. I can help you. This is one of those serious challenges that has long-range consequences for our kids. Great challenge does too. That's more physical consequences. This is more of a legal nature and then affecting them as they go through the rest of their lives. So if you're having trouble, give me a call. I am always here to help you. Until then, just make sure you're doing those random device checks and trying to keep our kids as safe as possible. Thanks, guys.